So if the thumbnail didn't already let you know, this is certainly another filler episode starring Mimi in May, but also I will show you just a little bit of what I've been doing in the past. Actually, we don't need to customize anything because we will be playing Mimi and we will be playing with custom old gods and custom backstories. So as I failed to find Mimi for whatever reason, actually, I should show you. So basically, like the Japanese version of this character, among other things, because I was slowly trying to tinker with Ito files that I had, but let's just say it didn't go as well as I thought, and yeah, I'm just going to sit here and be sad. So, Nightly Aura time into a No Shackle run. So, as we get into No Shackle Nightly Aura Mimi, I probably should have played Aaron at some point, but it's fine for the moment. Second mystery, Takushi-san, charisma, strength. Second encounter, maybe a light check. And yeah, I have not released my old god or backstory. I really should do that soon. I just wanted to add something to Nightly Aura, and I went through a test playthrough, and it didn't feel good. So that's why I'm holding off on that. But as we take a boatload of reason damage immediately, I've also added basically all the other mysteries I had. So, I mean, I'll let you know how that plays out, because there's basically some soft house rules I'm going to be employing here. So, as we see Flood, Scissors, Footage, Template, and Valentine. So the thing, okay, perfect run, because now that we have Valentine's, we actually have to look for Valentine's End, if it exists. If it doesn't exist, I guess we just don't play it, and so we switch to the other one, which will be Raven. So if Valentine's End... Now, I could re-roll the custom mysteries here. This is only available if you have Perm. This kind of changes the rest of the mystery, so now that I've already queued up these custom mysteries, like I can take Template here, I don't really want to mess up the board any further, so... Shrug. And I think it's just custom. I actually haven't pressed this button a lot. I think it's only custom mysteries. All these will stay. You know what? Let's just do it once just to see. So Flood, Scissors, Footage. Yeah, so that sounds the same. This time it's going to be Raven and then Diver. So, you know, we'll switch it up unless we see the same things. I do see... Okay, so there is Valentine's End. So, you know what? We'll do what we planned here. But as you see here, now I'm not going to take Scissors, and I'm not going to take Footage, and I'm not going to take Metamorphosis, because they're replaced by Valentine's and Template, which Valentine's, if you didn't know, is a mystery I have uploaded. It's a 2-part mystery, and I'm meant to take Valentine's first, so yeah, I'm gonna follow my own rules. But otherwise, yeah, let's get into this Mimi run. So on Nightly Aura specifically, again, since I didn't add anything else to it, we're primarily going to be worrying about our max reason. I might allow an event that essentially allows you to increase one of the two. I think I mentioned that before, but I don't, for some reason I don't recall if I did. But if I didn't, then so be it. Also, we might as well, so funny enough, Nightly Aura helps out Anatomy Book just a bit, because if our max stamina drops, we might as well have used that stamina to get experience here. Shrug. 8 experience. We run into the Wounded Toilet Ghost, which is a... It has perm mechanics, but it's not... I don't think it's particularly a perm-specific enemy. And if it is, then, well, shrug, right? But, anywho, I think we just do prep attack, and be on our way. This is why I like Mimi's Scalpel. But, obviously, any increase of action speed or any decrease of knowledge means that Mimi will no longer be able to do that. That's something to kind of mention really quickly here as we autopilot the police station, is that the Scalpel with 7 knowledge, or with Mimi's Harbinger nerf to stats, does still allow her to prep attack. So in general, if you are making a custom item with Perm, or you're looking at other weapons that you get, you wanna try to also think about how that extra stat point loss, how it'll affect them, because it's not always just the stat point. Sometimes, or it's not always the stat point that the weapon is associated with, like Scalpel for knowledge, or I think Bonesaw is knowledge as well. But let's use those as kind of conceptual examples. It could be strength as well. Maybe you want to brace, or maybe you like playing with dodge, and so an extra point of dexterity means you can no longer dodge prep attack with a faster weapon, or dodge attack at all. So yeah, that's all I have to say at the moment. It's an interesting thought experiment, but again, the situations in which that extra point in strength and the other weapon stat is few and far between. It doesn't happen too often, I would think. But if it does, I mean, maybe you're just lucky or unlucky enough for it to matter with weapons, because it could be good. It could be a good thing. Like I said, you could have Scalpel where you can prep attack even on Harbinger difficulty, but You could be playing another character, custom character or otherwise, and use a very specific weapon. And suddenly, the Harbinger change in stats means you can no longer do an action sequence that you would have had otherwise, either with stats or with another character or another weapon. But anywho, or really just another character. I don't know why I'm saying another weapon. The assumption is that you're using a specific weapon, and then the Harbinger stat decrease to all 1 point to all stats hurts you some way. Also, we don't get anything here because we're already sitting at full HP. Funny enough, well, sadly full HP because our max reason has dropped to 8. But oh, that's right. We're also on no shackle, so we are losing reason as well, and we can't 9 roll on a luck, man. Anywho. I don't think... so there's something I need to do. I need to start using the school nurse more when I'm playing with no shackle. Because of the proc in injuries. Now, funny enough, it's not 50-50, but it's like... I've been very lucky not to lose any reason so far. But that could change immediately. I could just lose 2 to 3 reason back to back to back, and I would be very, very sad. But I'm kind of waiting for extra funds, and yeah, we just lost some funds, but shrug, right? I'm doing my best, is what I'm trying to say. Also note that we have a boss at the end of this, so I do need to kind of prepare. So, we'll take the stamina loss, and then we'll actually enter the doctor's... I almost said police station. Doctor's office. To get rid of these technical difficulties. In-game effect, but let's also, and I don't want, as much as I need Valentine's hearts to get ending A in Valentine's, it's not required here unless I'm going to do a weird thing. So that's something to note here as we're kind of moving on to talking about Valentine's, is that on a Knight Errant run, Valentine's can be very easy if you happen to have the luxury of getting 4 Valentine's hearts. If not, though, also we have a boss here that I can't avoid, so I just realized my own mistake. But yeah, if you do run into Valentine's and you have Knight Errant for whatever reason, it is interesting to note that it is easier to get ending A because you pretty much one-shot the boss if you have 4 Valentine's hearts. If you have 3 Valentine's hearts, then yes, it's a little harder, but just a minimum 3, you'll be fighting a boss like it's normal anyway, so shrug, right? Anywho. Can I do this? No, I can't. So we just continue bracing and we gamble. Gamble on 95%. 95% is, it's not 50-50 to me, but it's getting close there. I've missed 95% before. If you are someone who hasn't been with this channel long enough, just know some pretty wild RNG things have happened. Also, do I want to live with 4 stamina for a reason? I'm going to Witch Tree once for stamina because we have the thingamajiggy, the flesh regrowth, but at the same time, we also need reasons somewhere, so I'm actually going to History Club once. And pretty much trade 3 Doom for 1 reason. I'm being a bit greedy here. I'm pretty sure Restless is not worth that, but I'm out of my mind. Because maybe we get something in History Club, so that's really the effective use there that I did. It's not for healing, it was to kind of look at the... take a peek at the History Club and see if we can get an item. We didn't, but... would have been interesting to see, and time to gamble. So, off we go. So yeah, that's right. Saving the launch sequence does a weird thing there, but let's save it here, and we just pretty much keep bracing. I probably should have just prep attack, taking -2 all. In fact, I'm going to do so here, because it's going to actually matter somewhat. We're going to take the gamble, by the way. Even if you use flesh regrowth, we end up dying, so we're just going to hope that we hit 60%. 50-50 time. Oh, is it going to be a quick video? It is going to be a quick video today. Ah! I lied. I died too quickly, and well, I mean, I've had 9-minute videos before. I don't remember. I didn't look at OBS to see, but as we are still going to be playing with the double thingamajiggies, I just wanted to see if I had random item stats. I probably should just set it that way just to see. You know what? Yeah, we'll set it to random item stats because let's find out if scalpel things happen. So, Knightly Aura, no shackle, and back in we go. But yeah, that's RNG. As I mentioned RNG recently, like less than a minute before that happened. It just so happens that RNG. So, I mean, 60% isn't high, but it's not low either. Light Charisma, second encounter. Dexterity, Takashi's on strength, and off we go. So, Again, no shackle being there. I'm sure it hurt a little bit. Now we have a bad scalpel. I hope I can sell this. I can sell it for 2 funds because of random item stat fluctuation. I'm feeling fairly certain the scalpel doesn't normally sell for 2 funds. If anything, 1. But that does mean I need to get a weapon, so let's cross our fingers and hope we get some good things. Household Hell, Vigil, Coma, Template. We'll actually look for Valentine's here, and if it doesn't appear, then so be it, right? Okay, yeah, we did get Valentine's. So instead, it's going to be Fetus Valentine's. So, yeah. But whether or not we survive, completely different story. Let's use Anatomy Book again. Because of Knightly Aura and its mechanic, we could just end up losing a bunch of max reason. If that's the case, use the Anatomy Book. Again, a small little nuance. It's not even a buff, a nuance to Anatomy Book. Do I want to kick instead? Yeah, let's actually take a look at the damage here. I think that's a faster butterfly knife. So you know what? We're going to take that. And off we go. Immediately get a... I think that was my first investigation of the run, and I rolled a 15% because there's a 15% chance that you get technical difficulties not there. Yeah, 15% chance, and I roll 15%. This is why I try to stress, again, you don't need to follow what I say here. It just expect, at least, if no one else, me, to roll badly on RNG if you make an RNG effect or mechanic. I'm shrugging. That's the end of the sentence. So even if it's like, oh, there's a 5% chance you lose 2 stamina when you do X, just expect that whenever I do X, whatever it is that it is, just expect me to just take the pain in the face. It's inevitable. Again, this comes from a very... It sounds like what do I want to say? It doesn't sound very theoretical. Did I also not use the Strange Trinket on the pretty much free encounter you can use it on? I'm feeling so sad now. But, I mean, based on the fact that I don't see a heart, yes. But, yeah, RNG is something that at least for creating custom content, I don't know why I did that. It's too late now. But, yeah, just expect me to fail and you'll have a good time. I was going to say something else, but because of missing the heart and then RNG slapping me in the face right there with the shrine, which I should have just taken the right option, I feel sad. You know what? I'm just going to take these allies. Hey, it's Ryoko and more cigarettes. Exactly the 2 allies I want to see. Now, I might not get cigarettes this run, but Maria's still nice for a little boost. If we had Taxi, though, that would have been good synergy. But anywho... We'll take the experience there. Probably should have actually taken the anatomy book, but it's fine. And then strength. We're only taking the knowledge off folklore studies primarily for the lighthouse, which I think we don't actually have that check. So I just took it for no reason. I mean, it'll help out in ghosts, but no, we don't have a knowledge check. So I took knowledge for pretty much very nuanced situations. But so we can take fetus, ramen, or Household Hell. We'll take Household Hell now. We'll save Fetus now. Do I have any boss mysteries? Those didn't sound like boss mysteries. Anyway, moving on. We do need to fight an encounter in which we can farm hearts. If not in one enemy, then another one. Now again, noting really quick. Oh, I wanted to talk about a mystery. But anyway, we'll just talk about the hearts first. Nice. Why do I not remember events? Is that, yeah, you can use the Strength Trinket in pretty much 98% of other encounters and just farm hearts from them. That being said, it's not like I'm breaking anything immersion wise, because it's not like every monster only has 1 heart. The lore actually is that the Strange Trinket basically harvests flesh and makes pretty much makes a heart looking trinket or item from it. I don't know what the exact word is at the moment because I'm trying to focus on doing this. We can actually Strange Trinket here because also again, Knightly Aura helping that decision feel a lot more natural because my max reason is now at 7 and I'm feeling very sad. So we're gonna look for another heart here before we move on. So at this point we have 3 hearts. We can fight the boss of Valentine's fine. Now whether or not we survive the rest of the run, bleh. And again, to note that for Valentine's, the mystery, you don't need to take end last. I just suggest it. I might say, hey, definitely take it last. That might sound like a certainty, but I guess to kind of add some nuance, yeah, you don't need... I wouldn't say you're forced to take end as your last mystery. Just take it after, obviously, Valentine's, because otherwise the order of the story definitely breaks. So, oh my goodness, the technical... did I proc a single technical difficulty yet? I guess not. But now we did, so shrug, right? But we have the reason to spare. We have the power. You know what we don't have? Stamina. So, let's brace here. We have Ryoko, so we're capable of doing 18 damage in one turn. Now, are we going to do that? I don't think even with 20 power, it's not guaranteed. Never mind, it's guaranteed. Okay, so each of these should be 9 damage. So for 18 damage overall. And off we go. So, let's hope that we don't lose this last stamina here, because I no longer have flesh regrowth. But hey, we have Maria. We have the power. I just happen to... That's not... that doesn't actually happen quite often, by the way, that you have an ally for an event like that, like Ryoko in the forest or Maria there. Was that a custom event as well? Anywho, you get the point. That's not likely to happen because allies, you're already getting allies out of a mixed bag of an ally pool, and then you have to run into that event at an opportune time where you have the ally. But that's not to say that I would want That's not to say I would want ally-specific choices like Ryoko in the forest to give you something amazing, like a hunting rifle with 99 bullets, but it doesn't happen often, basically. Can I go for strong? I can with the butterfly knife. We can't do anything else, though. So, for the purposes of doing a desperate struggle turn, let's actually do just an attack, and then we just do this because our accuracy is at 100% on a 5 power enemy, and it will be 100% for a 15 power enemy after I take this level up. Fast learner question mark? Am I gonna get hit enough? I'm gonna take anatomy class instead, and you know what? I'm just gonna be safe and take stamina. But as my max reason decreases over time, we're gonna do our best to survive. Oh, nice charisma check, Mimi. But we can also just farm our next heart here, because no matter what, we're going to be able to desperate struggle, so I might as well just take the stamina hit instead of just taking this dentist brick to the face. It looks like a brick. Is that a brick? It's not a brick, right? Anywho, you get the point. We're going to do prep strong and save ourselves some time. 14 HP? Yeah, I was about to say. Almost said 15. But that was a brick. Where did that dentist pick up that brick from? If it happened during the event, I wasn't paying attention. But... oh yeah, we're running from this. 30 HP. That even the boss of Template right now doesn't do that much. Doesn't have that much HP, kind of. But I should actually just take out the brick and or the human skull instead. Should actually store the anatomy book. We can't even sell it, right? No, we cannot. So we take the human skull out because we can at least throw that for damage. And off we go. Now. What I said, oh my goodness, one reason. Yeah, so with like 4 stacks of technical difficulties, I don't want to roll that, so we're going to actually rest here. We also have fetid fumes, apparently, so shrug. When technical difficulty procs, help! Help! Why does Doom decrease? Why does Doom increase there when I succeed? I don't like seeing that, but I'm sure there might be a good reason, but hey. I swear you can get extra stacks of those. Also, we're just taking damage in the face, but what do you want from me? So yeah, we do need to be healing Reason here, though, because, yeah, with all the stacks of technical difficulties from No Shackle, it's not feeling great. So, take Ramen into Valentine's End. Again, I want to do it this way, but hey. And yeah, I swear they can stack, though. Let's see. Do some research, hope for the best. I hope I level up here, because otherwise we are going to die. Now, my question is whether or not... we don't have Nicotine Rush, right? Okay, just to show that you can get Smoke Break as long as you have at least 1 or 2 cigarettes in your inventory. But, heal Reason, by the way. But, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind. Second smoke break, again, I mentioned this recently, but I want to make it known that I was looking for smoke break over like 5 to 10 runs, and I never found it once when I was smoking with Haru and just forcibly using the cigarettes that way. But as we sit here with 6 max reason and a whole lot of dreams, I think we can do can we actually desperate struggle in this turn? Looks like we can. We definitely can, right? This should be at least like 25 HP's worth of damage, right? Yeah, I was about to say. That was actually like 31 HP. That was 31 HP, sorry, if I can math correctly, but my brain caught up to my words. But anywho, let's move on. Huh, maybe it doesn't stack. Or maybe, I mean, to be fair, to hit at least 2 out of 5 15% isn't like more than 50. It can't be more than 50%. But anywho, as we get 6 stacks of technical difficulties, oh boy, is this very painful. So, I'm actually going to try grab ending A here, because again, something to note here is that in Valentine's, if you're doing the full heart method, you won't be able to carry any other items with you. So that's something to kind of think about balance or strategy wise and balance wise. If and when you take Valentine's End, like I'm doing here now, am I gonna survive that long? Guess we'll find out. But I'm just okay. Yeah, you can get 2 stacks. You can get more than 1 stack triggering at once. So yeah, help him out to heal reason, and let's actually get rid of these. At least 3 stacks. So 1, we hope for the best. I could pop the thingamajiggy, but considering we're on Knightly Aura, I don't know what my max stamina is at the moment. I haven't been paying attention. So a small little efficiency thing you could do to try and remember. I was supposed to sell that, by the way, but whoops. But yeah, not really much else we can do here. I could pop 1. You know what? Just to show you what happens, because I think I've done it before, but just to show you. You pretty much lose 3 stamina. So that's why I added this little line here, because I want to let you, because you can't avoid this message popping up. So I'm shrugging real life. That's all I have to say at the moment. We have the Occult Diary, but we don't actually want to rest. So we're trying to save our resources for the lighthouse. Now, are we going to make it to the lighthouse? Meh. But we'll try. 6 charisma, 5 dexterity. So we do our best. Funny enough there, I probably should change it so that the effect shows what you actually gain or lose. For some reason, it doesn't appear there. I feel like it was because of a perm setting that I misinterpreted. But as we continue to get status effect, this time drenched, but we'll try our best. Funny enough, if we make it out of this, we're okay. If we don't, and we trigger 2 or more technical difficulties, hey, I think this is the No Shackle event, right? Look around for bandages. Unfortunately, why do stats matter? We can forget Ashen Contract, but man, oh man. So we're in History Club. Maybe we get a thing. We get Flesh Regrowth again, but that's not what I needed. I guess we do rest. Not much we can do about our pain in the face. So I feel like we'll need at least 1 reason, obviously, to survive, but something for that. Perception question mark? Stats don't matter, but I know that's stamina, so shrug. But as we have to do our 2 mandated seaside investigations, would be nice. Would be nice. I mean, we will complete the mystery. What we unfortunately won't do is survive the lighthouse because of the doom increase here. So, could choose to monument and go for broke, but sadness happens, so that's not going to happen either. So as you fight Arika question mark here, yeah, let's just use the Valentine's Hearts and get out. So again, each one does 25 HP, and you need perm for all of this. If you're not on perm, you'll be fighting a balanced version, so that you're not trying to chew through 100 HP, because that would be ridiculous. But you can at least fight the enemy still. So without further ado, as we give these 2 a happy ending, that's going to be ruined by No Shackle tearing the world apart. I mean, I've done my best. That's not the greatest thing in the world, but I did my best. So as we continue on this lighthouse, and I will continue probably making custom content afterward. It might be another filler if I decide to release pretty much. I think I'm sitting, yeah. In total right now, I'm sitting on a character, a custom Old God, which is No Shackle here, and then a custom backstory, which is Knightly Aura here. So shrug, but we don't have enough Doom to even rest anyway, and then we procced 3 technical difficulties in a row. So we don't even get to see the Shackle graphic, which I've shown you before, but hey, without further ado, this is actually the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next episode of whatever series might come.